Okay, and I think we are live now. Hello, everyone. I'm excited for tonight's live. Can't you tell I put lipstick on and mascara and actually have like a cute top on instead of some junky t-shirt with holes in it, right? But I have my coffee. I have all the things. I have notes. I have stuff to show off. Not necessarily Etsy shop stuff, but other things. So I'm excited. Thanks everybody for joining. Let me grab my un momento. Hold on, let me grab my little box here. First of all, before we get started, I do want to say thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday and happy anniversary last week. Thanks to the people that sent me the cards and gifts and all the things. I appreciate it. And the messages. The messages were amazing. So I had some different people send me some cards, but I have to shout out one in particular that made my day, because really lets you know that people know you and knows the things that you like. And I see her in the chat right now. So Mary Lou Russ, thank you for the amazing birthday card that you sent me. It is the sweetest, the cutest. And I forgot to bring it in here with me or I would show it off. I did forget to bring it in here. I had it on my list to show and I completely forgot it. It's in the other end of the house. So, but it's super duper cute and I love it. Second of all, kids have been sick all week. My patrons and YouTube members, I shared a picture of me and Jolie sitting in the emergency room on Monday night. They tested her because she had a fever. It wouldn't break, all the things. Eli's sick too. But he or she, they tested her for COVID, flu, strep, RSV, urinary tract infection. Checked her for everything. Everything was negative, thank God. So he said it's probably just a viral yuck that's going around. But they've been sick all flipping week. And I'm over it. They're hacking, hawking, coughing, snotting, sneezing, all the things. Neither me or Dale are sick, though, so there's that. Because of that, if you have an Etsy order that is delayed in shipping, that is why. I have been out of the shop this week. So if you have not received an order or a notification that your label has been printed, that is why, but I will be getting things out ASAP. So this week, over the weekend, that stuff will be going out on Monday. Things will be going out. I think that's it. I think that's all of the things that I have to say before we get started. Also, Chris and Kel, I want to say thank you for the amazing birthday gift that you sent before I forget. You guys, I'm going to have to share that in a video. I won't tell you what it is, but it's super cute and I'll have to unbox it on the channel. So, are you guys ready for Nostalgic November? We've been talking about it off and on, and I've got a person who you guys all know and love. She's here backstage. We were chit-chatting before the live. Some of you know her as Teemaw. Some of you know her as Tina Burney. Some of you know her as the hot bod mom of all these youngins and these grandbabies. I mean, this woman looks phenomenal, okay? And she knows how to boot, scoot, and boogie. So, are you ready to come up with me, Miss Teemaw? All right, I got a thumbs up. Here we go.
Hi. Hey, you're crazy.
Did I embarrass you?
Gosh, you're crazy. Yes, you did.
I'm serious. Everybody always talks about how you look so good, and then when they find out that you have such a large family, they're like, "What?
You're nuts." You know that's my only card, right?
How do you get that figure, though?"
I, I, I struggle all the time with trying to lose more weight. So it doesn't work. But I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Now, you want to, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. I'm sure everybody here knows you, but some may not. Uh, but
okay. Well, I'm Tina, uh, aka Teemaw, because that's what my grandkids call me. And I believe it was Mrs. Coffee that started calling me Teemaw on videos. And so that's just stuck in the general diamond painting community. So the diamond painters also call me Teemaw, which is just fine. I'll answer to either. And I would say hey to all you folks. I appreciate your congratulations. Yes, that was a long day yesterday at the hospital. Um, and we finally got a little guy, Ezekiel Lane, delivered. And she did all the hard work. We just coached and, you know, supported and helped. And he got here, and that was her fifth one. So that's my oldest son, Bobby, and his wife, Lauren, and that was their fifth. And but that was her first all natural childbirth, and that was her goal. Her first one was a C-section, like mine. My first one was a C-section. So they got to their goal, and they were very happy. Now overnight something changed. I got an update this morning, and little guy, his oxygen levels are too low. He's got a little fluid on his lungs, so right now he's in NICU, and with oxygen and an IV and stuff. So yeah, we're waiting to see updates on that. Let's see.
prayers.
Local drill dealer. That's true. That's that's true, Naomi. And yes, thank you for your prayers. I appreciate that. So hey, everybody saying hey, hi y'all. I appreciate that. And okay, Jenny, back to you.
All right. Well, I see Maritza's here too, apparently. Lots of people in the chat. Hey, everybody. I wanted to go through and say hey to everybody individually, but I forgot to do that. I like, see, it wasn't on my list of things to talk about. It was telling people hi.
Oh,
But
good.
hi everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So we want to talk about nostalgic November
Yep.
tonight. I don't know what it's been, a couple 2 or 3 months ago when I messaged you about it,
Mhm.
and she's like, under one condition. And what was that condition?
Everything has to be relaxed, laid back, no rules, because just too much. I've been doing too much, too stressed out. And of course, we'd be entering into, holiday timing and all that stuff. So, yeah,
Yeah.
laid back.
November, people don't really think about it, but when you really sit down and think about it, Thanksgiving is that third week, right? And then after that is Black Friday.
Mhm.
That in itself, those two things, if you have a large family, which I know you do, we do, not me personally, I've just got 2 kids, but my family, my
Right.
extended family is very big. And so it takes a long time to get prepared for Thanksgiving dinner, right? And so with all of that coming up, and then just the stress that happens that third week in November on through
Right.
December, you're
Right.
right. I did want to do something laid back. And I've never been a stickler for rules on events that I've done anyway. I like it pretty laid back. But this time, the nostalgic November is going to be no rules at all other than having fun and diamond painting or crafting something that is nostalgic for you.
Right.
And for
Right.
everybody, that's going to be something different. For Chris and Kel, bowling alleys are nostalgic for them. She said they grew up with their parents bowling and, group or clubs and
Right.
all of that. For other, I'm nostalgic about a lot of things. I'll see something and I'm like, oh, that makes me think of blah, blah, blah when I was little, or when Dale and me went on our honeymoon, or, all the things. And everything in my life, there's a story behind it usually. So
Y'all got all kind of stories. I can tell you that.
that's true. That's true. But so I was excited about it. I wanted to do something in November, and it's like every time I would mention a diamond painting, or I would always be reminded when I would do unboxings. I'm like, oh, this reminds me of my grandparent, my papa's horse farm. This reminds me of my farm that we grew up on when I was little. This reminds me of blah blah blah. And so nostalgia is a big thing for me. And I don't know. I just liked nostalgic November together. It was
So,
kind of a fun
yeah,
name.
that's a good alliteration.
Yeah. And so that's what we're doing. And but no rules other than having fun and diamond painting.
That's right. No rules November. That's right. No rules November, which means that any other events you may be partaking in, you can also partake in this one as well.
Yep.
And any craft, like Jenny said, any craft, whatever craft you like to do. I think there's folks doing miniatures,
I've been
like,
seeing that. I've been hearing that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's miniature folks. Crashly's part of that
Mhm.
too, I believe. And she's given me permission to, because I got one of those miniatures. And have you seen them? Have you seen them, Jenny?
I've got some. Yeah.
You do? Oh my goodness. They're so teen-nicey. Now, I like it's something I wouldn't mind doing per se, but not on top of everything else I'm doing, especially starting a new project for November heading into the holidays. So she gave me permission to do kind of like a wood puzzle, like not a flat puzzle, but a 3D thing you build.
Hmm.
Mm. When I kept searching miniatures, that came up. So me and my daughter are going to build an old phonograph out of wood, but it's not so teen-nicey that will take forever.
Yeah.
So we'll do miniature event is in November. So yeah, it's laid back too, it says. So they give me permission to not necessarily do like a little house scene, something different, but we just building something with my daughter. So that would be fun.
I think
Bev
so.
being here.
I think so. Hey, Bev. Just saw you
Yep.
pop in with her. Hi.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that that's fun. And I do this every single year. About this time of the year, I start getting antsy for like hankering to do a cross stitch.
Oh,
And I do usually one a year, and it's always like season related. Last year I did one for fall. It had cute little pumpkins on it and a wagon. And I have one this year that I want to do. I showed this a couple weeks ago, but this is it. It's so pretty. It's kind of like a primitive um, country farmhouse design, and it says "Jingle All the Way."
oh, that's cute. So you did one. You've done one already?
Not this year yet. This is the one I'm
Oh,
thinking about doing.
oh, do you think you'll do that for the November one?
No, no, I'll probably like have it off to the side, just working on
Okay,
it there.
okay.
But yeah, I bought
What
this last year and
okay,
planned on doing it this year. So we'll see. But
gotcha.
I want to do a little bit of cross stitch too.
Did you ever have, like, Bonnie Bell, like, the little chapstick lip gloss things?
Yeah.
And did you see, when you were talking about, "Oh, I remember this, remember that," that was one of the things that came to my mind. We just used to mix and match and collect them, and they had the big fat ones. Do you remember that? Like, you could hang it from a necklace or something. I had root beer and watermelon. Oh my gosh, I love those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. It's crazy whenever you think about all that kind of stuff. I saw someone had said it was a meme that someone shared on Facebook, and it said what people today think the 80s looked like.
Yeah.
And it was like an 80s bedroom with like Rubik's Cube and all the things like plastered all over the walls and everything. And then it said what the 80s really looked like. And it was a brown panel wall with the ugly brown plaid couch, that everybody had in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that
I
was
think even when we first got married, we got hand-me-down couches, second-hand couches. I think we got one, it wouldn't be the dumpster, but one that somebody set out, to throw away. We got one of them couches. Now, let me advise all y'all, if y'all are going to do that, I was laying down on that couch. Now you got to remember, this is Mississippi, and in Mississippi we have roaches,
Oh God.
and we're talking the 2-inch roaches. So I was laying down on that couch, and up come this roach out beside me up that thing. So yeah, just be careful what you pick up there.
No, 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 no. We had that. We did that one time. So Dale and I were married. We were newly married-ish. So this was a long time ago, and our stove quit, right? Well, someone in his side of the family had a friend who had a friend who had a friend that had a stove that they didn't want anymore.
Okay.
They gave it to us, and I was like, okay. Well, they drop it off, and Dale's like, it's got roaches in it. And I was like, because no, 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 no,
You
no,
know,
no,
you can
no.
cook them though. If they're in the stove, then you can cook them and they become a delicacy, right? Like that's, they
I
be
don't
crunchy.
know, but I wasn't fooling around. And do you know what that fool did? He went and bought Raid bug spray and sprayed the whole oven inside and out.
Uh,
And then brings it in and plugs it in and turns it on, and the whole entire house reeked forever of bug spray. And finally, I was like, get it out of this house. Get it out of this house. And we went to Sears and bought a brand new one.
Probably put it on like payments or something.
We
I'm
did.
guessing.
We
Yeah.
did. But actually, my mom paid for it, and then we paid her credit card
There
back.
you go. That works.
That was when we were newlywed,
Yeah. Yep.
And
All those
honestly,
good
you want to
stuff.
know the truth? I still have that stove. It's the stove I use today.
That's the one on your front porch. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just thought, how do you know if you're redneck? You got all these things. You got
Right. I know.
redneck and southern. You have to have an old stove on your front porch.
Well, we don't have an old stove on the front porch, but we do have an upright freezer on our back porch. So,
There you go. There you go.
I mean, hey, it is
we
what it
we
is.
had rabbits on our front porch for a year,
Yeah.
but not
I have
anymore.
an old wooden wheelbarrow on my front porch.
Well, that's probably for decorations.
It is.
When we moved in here, I guess this gal must have liked the antiques or whatnot, because the front bed was full of old things. Somebody would love them, I'm sure, like an old rusty little tricycle and
See,
thing.
that's the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah, and it didn't look bad. It's just not my taste. And besides, I don't take care of the plants, so everything overgrows all of it. And but on the front porch was like a dresser, like a something you used to have in the kitchen, because there was a bread drawer with the metal part that comes out and closes it. So and so it sat out there for 10 years, and I finally said, let's get rid of this thing, and they snapped that up on Facebook because it
Oh
was
my goodness.
antique.
Was
I
it
should have
metal
sold it.
or wood?
At least part of it was metal. It was both, I think.
Wow.
So
What color
anyway,
was
they had painted it white, and it had been out there, it was covered, but outside. So it had some warping to it where I just gave it away, but I had a lot of people want that.
it? Yeah. It sounds like one of those, I don't know what they're called everywhere, but around here, I think they're called like Hoosier cabinets.
Maybe. Now, it didn't have a top part.
Hoosiers are from Indiana, but
Right.
they're
It didn't have a top part.
retro and vintage with like
Yes.
enamel on them.
Yeah, that's right. That's what the top had. Yeah. So it wasn't, it was cool, but weathered, and I didn't need it. But yeah.
I would have
Anyway.
snatched it up in a heartbeat too, because those are not cheap.
No, but that we found, let's see, what is that? Where did they find that? They found a whole a wire rack, kind of like you'd put in a kitchen and have pretties or pots or something sitting on it. They just found that out in the woods this year. I seen it under the deck, and I said, where did y'all get that? So they found it. So whoever lived here, and it's been at least 11 years now, they just liked old stuff. We've got a 4 claw foot tub. a white one. They had plants in it's out there in the backyard, and we went last week up to Crashly will know it's the old St. Charles area around here, but they still have the cobbled brick streets and stuff. So the old downtown, historical downtown that they've turned into shopping. And inside those stores, they're using that old enamel white clawfoot tub as displays. And Jerry's like, hey, we got that in the backyard. I'm like, what? And it is. It's what's sitting in the backyard full of dirt, still. So anyway.
Well, we have an old clawfoot porcelain tub in our bathroom right now that we use.
See? So some people
use it.
Yeah, I think they've probably made reproductions at this point because they're pretty popular looking.
They are. This one is an original, though. It's old, and there's actually one little crack, like I don't know, some sort of like weird little triangular shaped crack where the porcelain chipped out. And that's the only thing that's wrong with it. But it's not like the lion claw,
it's kind of like that.
Crashly
says, I have a bathtub in our backyard too. Must be another Missouri thing.
Okay. When my mom and dad bought this farm, there was a bathtub. I remember plain as day when I was little, running around playing. Out at the corner of one of the gardens, there was an old bathtub that they had just threw out. And I remember there was a woman's boot in that bathtub. And I was always like, I like that woman's boot because I thought it was pretty, And my mom was like, don't you touch that. So I think she was afraid I would actually stick my foot in it and get some.
Now, I don't remember the story, but behind Crashly's evil twin brother. I think I was on some live hearing about it at one point, but I forgot. Do you know?
That's Caden.
Okay. Now, Caden actually has a bathtub in the bathroom. Go figure. I know. This is nostalgic. You're going to have to remember where they used to keep bathtubs.
Gosh.
Oh, gosh. Put some sparklers on the tub. I'd have to move it up to the front porch. Though, that has me thinking I need to make sure Jerry's got that tilted, because if it rained a lot, well, maybe if there's still a hole in it, won't keep water. So that'll be all right. As long as it don't get water for them grandkids. I need to check on, make a note, check on the bathtub in the backyard. Bathtub in the backyard.
Oh, God.
Make sure it drains water. Oh, I'm assuming it does. I hope so.
I'm sure it does, or you would have had mosquitoes flying all out of it all summer.
I don't know. It's far enough away from the house. I don't know. I don't keep track of all the things anymore. I used to. That's something we can be nostalgic about. Used to keep my house straight and orderly and clean. That's a long time past.
I don't know. I like a house that looks lived in. I don't like a house that's, people are afraid to drop a crumb or, I know people like that. I know people that are that way. And I'm like, oh, I can't imagine living like that as a kid, being scared to death to drop a crumb somewhere,
I know it. It's a love-hate relationship with this carpet. I tell you what, it keeps you warm and cozy. But I just hate it because we learned a long time ago to take your shoes off when you come in. That's a whole nother story. Right. But have them take their shoes off to try to preserve this carpet, because whoever built this house, it was a builder. A builder built the house. He had four boys. They put in off-white carpet. They put in white trim, white doors. The kitchen's all white. The ceramic tile is like cream. It's like, all the stair rails, white. They're white stair rails. Now, of course, we've rubbed down to the wood on this at this point. But I'm like, who did that? Why? You have four boys. You're in the country. I live on 12 acres in the country. Why do you have white and cream? Everything. I don't know.
Now, me personally, I like white everything.
Well, your floors aren't white. I see them. They're pretty. I like the
Well,
floors.
they're wood. I mean, it's, but like I like white doors. I like white kitchen cabinets. I like white bright because the reason is because, growing up in the 80s, my mom, everything was all the trim, all the doors was dark brown stained wood.
Right.
And, now as time has gone on, I'm like, I want this to brighten this place up. It looks like a cave in here. It's so dark.
Right. Well, I get the trim and stuff, and it's what they do, but man, having everything white's been tough. Crashly says my house is super fancy. Well, she didn't look real good in all the places, but I mean, we like it. The builder built it. It's just it needs a lot of painting, and we got chips everywhere, and it needs a lot of updating. Rosalind's here. Hey, Rosalind.
Ah,
And Randy mentioned something before. Being a traveling lady, you didn't have time to recover from the retreat. That's about the truth. So that retreat, I have never stayed up like that. So the first night I tried to leave early enough, but I didn't get to bed till 3:45 the first night. And I had been tired from staying up a lot before getting ready because it's so stressful for me getting ready. So we got there, and anyway, I got in the bed by 3:45. I got a few hours of sleep and got up. So that's Friday morning. I didn't go back to sleep until Sunday morning at 1. I've never done that one. It's like I didn't get any sleep. I went in at some point Saturday mid-morning and took a shower to kind of wake me up because there was things to do, but I've never gone that long. So Randy's right in that sense because I came home Sunday night and we got home at 2:30 and I was ready to go to bed. I slept almost the whole way home,
mm,
and I was ready to go to bed, but one of my sons was here with his kids. So I made myself interact for a few hours. They fixed a supper. I can't say no, right? So I went ahead and ate supper and then took a shower. I was in the bed by 7:30 though. And I slept for about 12 hours, Randy, on Sunday or into Monday. And then got up, went to dance. But I had forgotten about having a baby this week. So I'm like, "Oh, no, I need to go home and get another good night's sleep." So Monday night, I got another good night's sleep, and then they told me Tuesday, "Okay, we're gonna be induced Wednesday." So I spent more than half the day on Tuesday just getting everything packed up again. I just unpacked my bags, and I just got them packed up again because it was gonna be a long day. I only got 4 hours of sleep that night because uh, we got to get up at 4:30. So
right.
that it was a pretty tiring day yesterday, and I come home ready to go to bed again, but I didn't get in the bed till after midnight again because got home so late.
Yeah.
So she's right. Randy is right about that. It's been really hard to catch back up. I thought, oh, I got nothing to do all week long. I'll rest up and get out these paintings people want, but anyway, we'll catch up again. I think I caught back up last night. And then I remembered I had a chiropractor appointment today and had to run to town. And my daughter came over, so she's staying here for a couple of days. So maybe tomorrow on Friday, maybe I'll get in a good work day. We will see. But you're right. It's been a lot been catching up on.
Good
So
luck. Good luck with
uh,
that. Getting caught up. Is anybody ever caught up?
I'm not. I'm never caught up.
Mm-mm.
But at least I don't always feel crazy. Like before the retreat, I felt crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like feeling that way at all. Even if I have a whole list to do now, I don't still feel that crazy stress stuff. So, I don't like that. Um, oh, in between grandbaby being born and getting back from thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. Tammy was good. She had emailed me and waited for me to respond. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I've been at the retreat. And then I got back and I went into the baby thing. So she was good. She was patient with me and she was good. Who is Mike Jigsaw Diamonds? I've not seen that name before.
Hey, Mike Jigsaw. Yeah, he's a regular over here and a
Awesome.
few other live streams. And Randy, always when he pops in her live, she always says, "Hey, Mike Jigsaw," and gives him the muscle guns, and that's her thing that she always does when he pops in the chat. So yeah, he's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, good to meet you, Mike. Haven't met you before.
Yeah, I'm seeing new names in here too, so that's pretty cool.
Bev's here.
Yeah. Hey Beverly. I said hey a minute ago.
Berta's here.
Oh, hey Berta.
Berta's here. You want me to tell you what she tried to do again?
Oh my God. Not the mouse thing.
No, goodness gracious. I wouldn't let her do that. Jerry was right there. No. She did have a mouse shirt on. She said, "Look at my mouse shirt." And then she thought Jerry didn't know she's sneaking up to Jerry. I'm like, Jerry says, "I've heard about that mouse." So I must have told him, I guess. So anyway, but that's not what she did. She brought her pens. So I had put in the group, hey, anybody want to swap some pens? Because I've been getting into pens this summer. And so several ladies brought pens to swap. Well, Berta brought her whole collection. She pulled out one of these things that she brought from Alaska.
Oh wow.
I know it. And so she brought them for me to look through to see her collection. Okay. So I did, and I was looking through them and oohing and ahhing over the different ones and whatnot. And the next day, she comes and she says, "Hey, I want you to have this one." And I said, "What?" And do you know what the Harbor Freight containers are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got one in our swag bag. Everybody got one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, everybody got one. We got a lot of other things, but we got one of those. Well, Berta had a couple in her hands. She was going to go try to give them to somebody else to see if they wanted them because she doesn't use them apparently.
Okay.
As she's walking down that aisle to see if someone wants them, someone goes, "Oh, Berta, you collecting those things here. Why don't you have mine?" So now she's feeling really bad if she turns around and goes to that lady. So she goes back to her place, and now she's got 3 or 4 of them things. And so when she handed me her pen, you know what I did? I reached down and says, "I don't want to just take it from you. Here, why don't you have my Harbor Freight container?" Now I did not know
all that stuff.
I didn't know she didn't want them. I come over there later to her, and I said, "Look, I brought my pens to swap, so why don't you go ahead and take one of my pens, pick a pen?" And she did. This is the pen that she ended up giving me. So it has pink and black and white abalone in the middle, but with the gold flakes on the end. So it just loved the colors.
Pretty.
So she gave me that. But so she took one of my pens, but I was asking her about the containers, and she goes, "I didn't want them." I said, "What do you do with all this container?" She goes, "I didn't really want them." So she told me the story. And it was just so funny. When I got drawn for my small prize, they did small prize and large prizes. I got 2 more of them things.
Oh my
I give one away and I got 2 more.
Oh my
So
goodness.
we were just making fun of the Harbor Freight thing there. Anyway.
I like Harbor Freight. I've got several, but I do like them. Right now
Yeah.
I'm like all about my Elizabeth Ward containers, and I've only got one set of those, but I like them a lot. The other ones that I like more than anything else is the little pill bottles with the screw top lids that go in those little containers that zip up. I love those.
Yeah. Well, have you tried those new fat squares yet with the flip top?
Yeah, that's what Grace calls Tic Tacs on steroids. Yeah. And I called them, when I did an unboxing for those long time ago, I called them supersized Tic Tac containers or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have them, but I haven't like used them a lot. She loves them.
Okay.
But the only problem I have with them is the container, the lids like come off easy or don't click or something, and I have to be really careful with what I use because Jolie's got sticky fingers. So
okay, well that makes sense too. I hadn't thought about that. See, Bev likes the Harbor Freight. Oh, she can't get them in Canada. You could have had a whole bunch of them there. That's for sure. Oh goodness. Yeah. Elizabeth Ward's good. Elizabeth Ward's are so tight in the beginning, they hurt my thumb actually.
Yeah, they do me too.
Okay.
I usually just use my tweezers to pop it open, But, I can use my thumbnails
Yeah.
to open some of them, like the little bitty thin ones, the
Yeah.
smallest containers. I have a hard time getting those to come open. I usually have to use my tweezers to get those.
Oh, so she had someone mail them to her before Bev did.
Mhm.
Caught in the hinge. Me too, Mike. I would always get drills caught on the hinge of the Harbor Freights too.
I
Every
always
time.
when I pick them up, I always just tap, tap, tap. It's like a
Yeah,
habit. Tap the
I
top.
know. But even when I tap them, it seems to almost always have 1 or 2 still left in there that will not come out for some reason.
Mhm.
And we even went and put, a metal washer at the bottom, because that's the other thing is when it gets towards empty, they tip over a little bit. So I had my daughter glue it. I mean, hundreds of these things glued in the metal washer at the bottom. So then they wouldn't tip, but it wouldn't solve the hinge problem.
Yeah.
So Angela likes Elizabeth word too. It was hilarious, Berta. She had a boatload of the Harbor Freight on accident. You know what else she did?
What?
She brought how many kits did you bring, Berta? I would say 3 or 4 kits. Someone said in the chat, said, "Hey, I like kitting up stuff. If anybody wants to bring kits for me to kit up." Berta brought 3 or 4 of her drills in order for this, for Cheryl to kit up.
Oh, that's fun. I love to kid
I
up.
know. But that's what she did for the first day, is just kit up stuff, and I was wondering what she was doing, and that was for helping Berta out. So,
That's
yeah, 4.
I do like to kid up. So, tell it. What was the retreat like? Did you have a blast?
I did. I
Good,
did.
good, good,
Um,
good.
I think it was good overall. The weather was sure nippy. I
Mhm.
mean, in the evenings, it got really cold in there,
We had
especially when I
snow here Monday night.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow, and see, it got real cold in the evenings. A decent nice during the day, but real cold in the evening, so the weather the, the food was a little lacking, and they've been told that, they know that, that's not their fault per se, but,
mhm.
um, uh, yeah, Berta says our table was the best. There was, I think, 8, they put the big, long 6-foot tables together, there was 8 of us down there in that section.
Yeah,
Um, where was the treat? This last one was in Hamilton, Missouri. It was the Lone Star Retreat, but they're not gonna have it there again. So I think they're gonna move back to Texas,
yeah.
um, Randy. So maybe you can get in. Yeah, Hamilton, Missouri, but it'll be a long way away. And at first I'm like, I'm not going. And I don't know. I guess it depends how far away it is. It is really stressful for me getting stuff ready to
Yeah.
go for the retreat. I don't know about Crashly. They seem to take it in stride and do things okay. Um, I mean, getting ready for the retreat. They even got there and still getting stuff ready. Because Kerwin was there, so Kerwin could do
Yeah.
that. But let's see. Oh, Crashly liked our table too. It was fun. I think everybody likes, their table they sat at, so we had fun. Other this one gal, uh, they because I had put in there about the trading of the pens.
Yeah.
She brought a basket container full of pens that she was willing to trade or sell.
Oh
I
my.
mean, we were talking, she went through all of her pens. So I guess I didn't ask her. It sounded like maybe she had hundreds, and then she just brought like 75 or 80, maybe 100 pen. I don't remember. It was a ton of pens. I don't know. And whoops, we
Oh,
got some. Yeah,
moderators. I hope we have some moderators on deck.
yeah, there they are. So
Okay,
hopefully they'll
good.
get them.
Good, good, good. Thank you, moderators. I appreciate it.
But she had a ton of pens. It was hard to say no to a lot of them, but I got a lot of yeah, I got a handful of those from her. And in the end, she decided she was just selling them for $15 each. These
Oh,
are
no.
these were pens from like Donna Bass and Brewers and I mean all kind of fancy special stuff pens. I knew that she didn't get them for that cheap.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
I know. It made me want to buy double what I actually did, but what she allowed me to do, I brought some of my pens to try the whole retreat. I never got to my pens because I was trying out those other pens the whole retreat. And so I was good because I only got the ones, they were pretty, but they also worked well for me. So I did put back some that were still pretty, but they didn't work well there. I know. Didn't didn't you get some too, Crashly? I think Crashly got a couple too. I kept sending people to the basket, to the basket. You know, we helped to get rid of at least half of them.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and I traded for product. So that worked out because she
I
wanted some
I
product.
don't have a lot of pens. I've got a handful of pens that I use and love. Not that I'm against it, but I don't know. I just stick with what I've got, and I like what I've got. And I mean, it's really got to knock my socks off for me to just go out and buy it. But
Right.
I do like pens. I like trays too, though. I do like trays.
Ooh, let's not talk about Trace. I got
I know. I saw your collection.
I have a ton of trays, a ton. And I'm not going to tell you if I bought any more or not.
Oh well, I take that as you certainly did.
Crashly got 2 Flower Girl pens. She was so excited because she'd been wanting one of them for a long time. And they're $15 each. I'm telling you, they were just steals. Just steals. Almost made me want to buy more just to buy more because they were so good. But I bought what I wanted. So I was good. I was a good girl. Jerry might not say
Next retreat, because if that's the case, I've got a few pens that I wouldn't mind trading for something
Well,
else.
it was fun. To me, it was one of I don't know, maybe because I was interested in it.
Yeah.
To me, it was a fun part of the retreat for me because several people, Berta and then Bonnie with the basket and Crystal was there and she had a pen for me. And another gal, Sue, tried to give me a pen. I said, hey, let's trade. I brought pens to trade. You don't got to give me your pen because this was a $50 pen. I don't want to just take a pen. So we traded and she took one from me she liked. So that was good. Oh, see, Crashly said it felt like she was stealing from her. Told her, oh, good. She told her she can pick any release paper design she didn't already have. Oh, that was nice.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that's right. Berta won the Muni Made trays. She was ecstatic. There was a small and a large Muni Made, and that's the only thing she wanted. Her number got called, and she got that large one. She was ecstatic. And then when the gifts were called again later, did Kerwin get it? Yes. See, then Kerwin got the small one.
Kerwin helped.
Yes, and so she got what she wanted from that, and I did too. I'll show you what I got. I'll show you what I got.
Let's see. What was it Crashly that won the air fryer at our retreat?
Yeah, she didn't want that, and she gave that to Berta, and Berta took it home to Alaska.
Oh my gosh! How did you like that, Berta?
I don't know. Berta has racked up flying miles. She goes everywhere. She had 3 large suitcases. She brought a big old suitcase just for the diamond paint stuff. I think what is it when it's not first? No, it's first class. I don't remember because I don't fly.
Like the nicest.
I think that's how she flies. You'd have to tell us, Berta, if that's the thing. And Crashly said their idea of small and large prizes was a little bit flawed. Yes, it was. So for example, I got they had so many gifts that everybody got a small gift and then a large gift. And this time you didn't get a choice. They just picked one up and pulled a number. And so whatever they had, you get that. Whatever they had, you get. So I got a small gift of a cover minder and a Harbor Freight container. Okay. And I had that. I ran out to use the restroom. I come back and there's 2 on my table. 2 of the exact same cover minders and another Harbor Freight container. I'm like, what in the world? So Jerry and I had the same small gift. And instead of letting us, they're like, well, just trade with somebody. I'm like, okay. So that's a little bit disappointing because other people, their small gift were $50 diamond painting pens. There was about 5 or 6 pins up there, like a rainbow. I know there was a butterfly effect wear. I know that there was 2 diamond pen pals, the ones with the flat edge I just told you about, and them are like $50 pins. What else was up there, girls? It was something that was really good. But there were other really nice pens because after what I had, the pens were what I wanted next. if I had a choice. And they were giving them out because of the size. Not value. Not value. So they gave them out as small gifts because of the size. So guess what I got on my large gift at first. Guess what I got on my large gift? I got a diamond painting. It was crystal canvas diamond painting, but it was a one of a little gnome. So they're like $10 on the site.
Yeah.
So that was my large gift, like something that was valued at $10 because of the size.
10.
So they did, and I think they've been told. I on their what do you call it, on the response form, I told them that, and I said I think that y'all should reevaluate how you do that because that wasn't quite right. Now when I walked up, they were handing me, yeah, that's true. The Muni Made trays were also considered small too because they of their size. Their size.
Yeah, but I mean that if it's like a set, that would be considered a big value prize,
Well, they did divide them up.
Okay.
She donated a small and a large, and they divided them up, but they gave that large 20 or something dollar thing as a small gift. So she got a Muni Made tray where I got a cover minder. So it didn't, there wasn't quite value there, Is it Letitia or Letitia?
It's Letitia.
Letitia. So you know her.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey there. So anyway, the size thing to me was a little off because my large one was a little $10, painting. And well, Kerwin kept saying, "Oh, so here's what I really wanted. This is what I really wanted. It is a tumbler, a sparkly tumbler made by Crashley and Kerwin. It says, 'Let's give them pumpkin to talk about.'"
Oh, that's cute.
So it was a memento of, to me, that's why I like it. It's shiny, it's pretty, it's useful. I can keep using it, but it's a memento of the retreat. So this is the main thing I wanted. My number one thing I wanted was this. And so we got our things. Oh, so since we had more than one number, of course, because Jerry was there too. So we got called, I got a Diamond Art Club. Oh, so when they called me for a crystal canvas, I must have made a face. I don't know. I didn't mean to make a face, but when I walked up, she was handing me a skull, a skull with flowers coming out. And she goes, "You can trade it with another crystal canvas if you want." I'm like, okay. So I picked a no. But then they called another number, I guess Jerry's number, whatever, and I go up there and they give it's a DAC painting, Randall Spangler Boo, so it has one of the dragons on it with a jack-o'-lantern or something.
Yeah.
So it's worth $50 and it's a big painting. So it has a value to it. I didn't want it, but what happened was the person who won this, I go to her and said, "Hey, would you trade for this Diamond Art Club painting?" So she did. So so that's how I actually got what I wanted. So people did trade out some, and then someone came and saw I had 2 cover minders, and it was Beth, Not Your Mama's Mud, Beth. Mm-hmm. And she goes, "I have cover minders over here if you just want to trade one with my cover minder." So I at least had 2 different cover minders.
Yeah.
So she did that for me, and so yeah, I was ecstatic that I got my mug. That was what I really wanted.
That's cool.
Was a tumbler that they made. They had pretty tumblers. Now they brought some fixed and put them on their table. Made to sell, but I guess I caught them too late because people were using them. Like they had a rainbow tumbler and another sparkly. Oh, they were on the table, that kind of thing. So anyway, I was very happy. I ended up with that, in addition to our swag bag. So it was nice. I had fun.
That's good. As long as you had fun. For me, that's the biggest part for the retreats for me is just, I can, now I'm not dogging anybody that diamond paints at these retreats. Diamond paint to your heart's content. But me personally, when I go, I can diamond paint when I get home. I can sit and hug on my people. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I want to do is just sit and be with my tribe and, maybe diamond paint a little bit, but I want to socialize. I want to just be with everybody.
Well, I don't get to diamond paint much at the retreats because I help people a lot.
Yeah.
So I enjoy when I do get to diamond paint, which is usually late at night. Now that's one positive about this retreat is you can stay in the craft room 24/7, which
Yeah.
obviously I did, which I like because the one in Ohio they cut us off at 2. I did not like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was talking to somebody about that. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember who I was talking to about that.
Ashley says she got the most diamond painting done at a retreat this time. So, and she also mentioned she's not selling the tumblers in the shop yet. She's still practicing, but I like them.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
purty. Mine's purty. I'm happy
It
with
is
mine.
pretty. It is pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, Heidi. Hey, Angela. Um, but yeah, that's what I like to go to the retreats for. And you can go to Walmart and get groceries. And you know how when you go to Walmart, I mean, for me here in a small town, when I go to Walmart, I'll run into 15 people that I know. Because we live in such a small town. And if I was to tell any one of those 15 people that I love to diamond paint, they would be like, "What's that?" And even most of my family, they don't get it. Mickey gets it, but she's really the only one. And so when I get to go to the retreat, it's all these people that I love and spend a lot of time with online that enjoy
Well,
this.
that's how I met you
Yeah,
because now we met last year. We met last year and where did we have it? It wasn't Michigan, Minnesota. Where is it? Help me.
it was
Michigan?
Michigan. Yeah, it
Michigan.
was
Okay. So we had it last year in Michigan and I met you, but because of the situation seating, it was 3 different rooms really. I mean, they were all open to each
yeah,
other, but it was still sectioned.
yeah.
And so I didn't really get to know y'all.
Right, right.
So it was this past one in June up in Ohio, um, because they shut us down at 2 actually. So actually it ended up being a benefit. So because they shut us down at 2, then a group of us went and started talking elsewhere.
Mhm.
Now Crashly, she pooped out on us and went to bed, but Kerwin stayed up with us.
We had so much fun. We had so much fun that night. But yeah, I feel like because of the retreat in June, we know each other more than we did. So
Yeah, it is. It's true. And yes, the first one was in Michigan, Crashly. This next one was in Northern Ohio. Archibald, she said. Archibald. Ain't that like Archie? Them old comic books, Archie. What's that? Remember?
oh yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah. Archie was the name of the
Archie
comic.
and Friends? Something like that. Archie and Friends. His name was Archibald. See, look at that.
Yeah.
I remembered something.
How
I,
nostalgic. You remember that brings
I
back
know.
memories.
I know. Archibald. I'm pretty sure because I read every one of them I could get my hands on when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Archie and who was the
Veronica,
Veronica, and there was another girl.
Jenny. Is it Jenny?
Archie and Jughead comics.
Okay. Archie and Jughead. Yeah, that's right. That was like his sidekick, right? But there's 2 girls. I know Veronica was one. She
Yeah,
was,
I can't remember the
what's
other.
the other one? Oh my gosh, I don't know. They lived in Riverdale. I don't know.
Betty. Was it Betty? Yeah, it was Betty.
Oh, Betty. So
Yeah.
she so Betty was the nice one and they were friends sometimes. That's right. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, have you got your canvas picked out that you're going to do for November? Now, I know that you said you were probably going to work on some old whips.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, what do you have, like what whips do you have that you know are
I have my Phoenix whip still that I've never finished from March. Not March, May. I have the Phoenix whip still. I think it's the only outstanding whip. No, I started my new pumpkin whip while I was at the retreat.
okay?
So,
That was pretty.
um, so I have that one. And to finish, oh, I have 2 now then to finish. And then of course, if I do that miniature puzzle like thing, there's another bot in there, whomever is
Oh, somebody get them, kick them
listening.
out of here.
Um, so I have I could do that craft too, you know, that and actually that is nostalgia. That's that old uh those kind of record players with the oh gosh darn it. What is that thing? A phonograph thing, you know? Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that one I need to build that in November with my daughter at some point, and now I have two things to work on. One of them's a pumpkin, and of course that reminds me of all the Thanksgivings I had with my grandparents growing up. So
Right.
that one will be good.
Well, with this one, like, and it's probably another reason why I picked it, like, subconsciously. But this cross stitch, if you see, it's got a big red barn and a
Yeah,
horse with a sleigh. And so,
yeah.
I always talk about my papa had a horse farm, and so and there was a big barn there, and so when I see big barns, it just gets me. I love
Oh,
big red barns and horse things, and I don't know, I just like this image. But as far as a diamond painting canvas, I have not yet picked one out. I'm having a hard time. I'm either going to do one of the Randall Spanglers.
sorry, Crashly said something.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
But I'm going to either pick one of the Randall Spanglers or and the Randall Spanglers. I think all the ones that I have are I got them because of a memory.
Oh, oh, okay.
And then the other one that I was thinking about was the Hannah Lynn Genevieve, I think is her name. She reminds me of Jim and the holograms from the 1980s. Do you remember the cartoon Jim? Jem.
No, I don't.
Yeah, she was a punk rocker in the 80s, and she had pink hair and like a star painted on her eye. She was
Huh,
yeah. And so
no.
I've got a diamond painting that reminds me of her, and it makes me think of that. So
Okay. Now you mentioned Randall Spangler. I like the one where they're bedtime stories because the bear is reading to the dragons, and that, of course, is one of the things I love to do with my children is read to them. So, and I only got one left to read to, unless we count the grandkids. So I guess I could keep reading.
yes,
Yeah,
keep reading.
just not
Read,
all the time.
read.
So Kel says, bring a finished DP to the next retreat and put on your table so people won't give you a hard time. Do you know Berta also
What?
Berta also brought a finished diamond painting to the retreat as well. She brought it for me to see because she couldn't capture it. Did you see the video at all of the on the table? It was Dreamcatcher. It was Diamond Art Club's Dreamcatcher, the Indian gal,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful. Randy helped her pick out the bling for that, and it was gorgeous. So she brought a finished one, and we took all kind of pictures of it and put it on the table, displayed it because it was so beautiful.
Well, I wanted to show something off. I've been working on this Hannah Lynn, and this one is Trixie,
Okay.
and it's a round diamond painting. And all of the sparklers that I have are for rounds,
Okay.
okay, or most, if not all. So, and I do have some. I had some of those little slivers, the original slivers,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, so I'm using this as my like muse, I guess. Whatever. It's like my let me just do all the things to it. Okay.
Good. Good for
So I
you.
want to show it. And see, you might not even be able to. I'm not done with her yet, but I want to just kind of show what I've done to her so far
Okay.
with your goody stuff. So hold on, and I can't remember all the names of the different colors. I forget. I just go by what they look like, right? But hold on, let me move my coffee so I don't spill it.
Ooh,
But
this
okay, so here in the feathers of her hat, I put some different colored
the
sparklers,
sparklers. Yeah.
purple and blue ones.
Wow. That's pretty.
And here in this part, I used purple and blue in this little crisscrossy part.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
And then here, her goggles, I used I think it was called Dreamcatcher. which has kind of a gold tint to it, like a gold, but then it's
Yeah.
got greens and stuff in it too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that one.
And so that I used that in her goggles because I wanted her goggles because they're supposed to be gold. And
Yeah,
like,
they look almost metallic from here. And I see where you put those slivers in the
yeah,
goggles.
well, there was like these reflection
It's
lines.
perfect. You did great.
I was like, those
It's
will be
perfect.
cute as the reflection lines.
It's
And then
perfect.
also these little metal pieces are
Yeah.
supposed to be metal. And then the key. I did the key in that same one on her key
Oh,
necklace.
it's beautiful.
I'm
You're doing
excited.
great. You did excellent.
I was
She
excited because the key is obviously metal, gold, you know.
Yeah, she did good, didn't she, Randy? And Randy did do a good job with helping Berta with that. That's a great job.
Thank
'Cause
y'all.
I know it was like was it in August you interviewed Randy about her business Bling the Charm thing? And,
So it
and
was
you hadn't used them much. You
right.
hadn't used them much, so you're doing great, and it's looking good. How did you feel about it, using
I
them?
love it. Like
Good.
I love it. Love it. I mean, I had to like
Mm,
unwind because I use like clips to keep it on my desk.
okay,
Like big giant binder clips I use to keep
okay.
it clipped to my desk so Jolie won't knock it off on the floor. And I had to unclip it and get everything like once I put the gold things down, the
Uh-huh.
Dreamcatcher color, which Dreamcatcher I don't think is actually gold, but it
No,
does have a very gold when it's
look.
like upright, not flat, but when it's upright and the light
Okay.
hits it, it does have a very gold cast to it. So I hung it up and like looked at it from a distance and I was like, "Ooh, I like that." It's very fun to bling, Kel. Yeah,
Like all the shinies, huh?
yeah.
Oh, they're all saying what a good job you did.
Thank you.
Susan,
Thank you.
Heidi, and Mary Lou. Let's see. That dating site's still on mine. Did they get it off on the other? Let's see.
I'm not sure. Usually they're pretty good. I got awesome moderators. They usually take care of those
Yes, you do. Let's
pretty
see.
quick.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but if anybody don't click on any links that they put in there. So have fun, Berta. Win lots. Do about
Oh,
20 pull tabs for me.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. She's pretty much because it's 10 my time, 11 your time. I'm not sure what time she is at. Do y'all know?
Oh my
Is that like
God, a bunch more just popped in.
there's a ton more there. Well, Crashly, they heard you and come back. Yep, they do. They keep coming back. Oh, good.
They
She
do
got
this to me a lot. I don't,
she got
I feel like this is not the
woo,
first time that I've been
you're
bombarded.
special. You're special. Thursday night specials.
7 p.m. So
So 3 hours behind me.
4 hours behind me.
Yeah. Wow. Nice.
So have fun. Yay. I haven't played bingo in so long. Caden says it's because he's looking like a snack, and Crashly's saying she's
Super
telling
quick.
him to come at her super quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, now, Kel, that ain't true. She
What
goes, they didn't think I wanted to sit close to them again because we had her like, uh-oh. I thought you were over there doing that stuff with them. Wasn't Kel, was that not Jenny over there asking what in the world y'all were talking about?
Yeah, because I didn't. Because the one thing, the reason is because Elizabeth or Abigail one had mentioned a phrase. Okay, I didn't know what that phrase meant. And somebody said, well, go blah, blah, blah. And I said, should I Google it? And Abigail and Elizabeth was like, no, whatever you do, don't Google it. And I was like, well, and so somebody told me to go ask Kel or
Why
Chris.
did they tell you? Why did they say go ask Chris and Kel?
Apparently, they didn't want to ruin that, or that they're very protective, I guess. I don't know. I think they maybe just wanted to embarrass me and make me be mortified. So that's why I went back there and asked. And then whenever Kel told me, or I think Chris told me, no, wait, Chris didn't know. Yeah, that's right, Kel. Chris didn't know what it was. And then she said, go ask Kel, or one of the girls asked me to. So that's what I did. And yeah, that was just whatever, man.
Oh goodness. Well, now didn't I get my microphone from you, Kel? I thought, the gifts the elephant gifts that we get, and I got a rose pink
I think you
karaoke.
got that from Abigail.
Abigail, was it? No. I meant, like, I think Kel brought it. I thought brought it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she brought it. What Crashley was talking about, she said that they just discovered that the vines say 2022. Oh, I thought everybody knew that. I wasn't allowed, I didn't make any like announcements or anything about this retreat diamond painting that I made for the retreat specifically. And I have a few left to sell that people have reached out and asked me. So that's what I was going to try to get to this week is, email it, sending them a PayPal link for that. But I'll show it to you if you want me to get it and show you what she's talking about.
Yeah.
It's a secret. I'll go get it. Hold on. It's a secret.
I do like secrets.
Crashly didn't know that. Crashly, no, she didn't know about the secret. So I'm going to show everybody the secret. Okay, so let's see. So this is the diamond painting. We call it Hello Pumpkin. And so this is the diamond painting for the retreat. There we go. Okay.
That is so pretty.
And now I haven't filled out the middle except for just where we enhanced it. We bought this as like a plain kit, and that's what was so stressful too, because it only got here like 2 weeks before the event. And so then I had already figured out through renderings on the computer, as best I could, what to replace things with. But I had to confirm. I had to confirm that they were the right place and the right colors, which I did. So anyway, and then of course we have to go get those drills out, and the kids have to bag up all those separately, and we have to make a little bling kit, just an additional bling kit for the canvas. So I don't know, it was a lot of work. Whereas if I order it with all the extra mixed media on it, I have to pay a design fee on top of it, and that's why they cost more, because there's mixed media in it. You pay a design fee, and the only way to negate the design fee is to order a lot more. Well, with this one, I didn't want to order a lot because it was for the retreat. Now I have some left over because I had to order more than what the people were there. So there's a few. But can you read the vines? Can y'all read the vines? Oh, the pumpkin pattern. I don't know what you mean. What am I supposed to show? The what it is up close? I don't know. I don't think that'll work. Okay, there. You got it? So there was leopard spots and plaids and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see the vines?
Yeah.
Can you read it?
Jess?
It says 2022.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like cursive writing.
So it's 2022, and that's you got it, Neha. That's right. So yeah, it's not a jack-o'-lantern, it's a fall thing because it's a pumpkin. But I wanted it to be like a memory, but not dated, because you wouldn't.
Right.
I didn't want to put the Lone Star Retreat on there. I didn't want to have a date on there, so it would be dated. So I had the gal design it for me secretly, like, hey.
Yeah, because now I see it. Now I see that. Yeah.
So
well, if you have extras and you want to sell them, let me know.
I do. I counted today. I have 20 extra.
Because I like that. I love pumpkins and I love turquoise.
And I've got a list of about 5 or so ish people right now. So
List.
so that one, so that's probably what I'm going to be working on then. That'll be it. That's what I'm going to work on.
That's very nostalgic. See?
That's right. It reminds me of something last week. But it
Doesn't
also
matter.
reminds me of Thanksgiving and fall things that we did with my grandparents growing up too, though.
Right. And that's the thing of it, you know. Crashly said she said Jess. Huh? Well, I mean, I was thinking it was in cursive. I almost was thinking it was saying Jesus, but I was like, would she have put Jesus on it for the retreat though? That wouldn't have made sense.
Somebody else thought it might have said Jesus too. I guess they were trying to figure out what hidden, and it just, it says 2022 on it
Yeah.
though. It's so it dates it, but anyway, but not so, out there.
No, it's not. But if you know, it's one of those. If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right. Now,
You know,
Debbie, if you want one, you need to email me. You either message me on Facebook. No, well, I got you. I just wrote you down if you really want one.
oh, okay,
But,
yeah.
but Debbie W, because I'm not sure who Debbie W is. Sorry. Email me the DP with sparklers at gmail.com if you want me to hold you one. You
Yvonne
doing,
Sheffield says put her on your list too.
who's that? Let's see. Oh, okay. Now, Yvonne, I got your information, so that's easy enough. And thank you, Susan. Let's see. I need on your list is what Debbie said. And I need to know your info, Debbie. So go ahead and email me. Who is it? Oh, you like my style. Why? Because I like secret things. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Crashly asked me if I plan on doing another one. That was kind of, I wouldn't say, I'll put you down, Jenny. I wouldn't say that it was completely last minute because it was a couple months in working, except for I didn't ask them as soon as I should have. It was just a thought that came to me. Hey, why don't I ask them what the theme is? And maybe I can make a little diamond painting to go along with the theme. And so she said, okay. And she showed me, well, I couldn't make anything little with it. And
Yeah.
then I had somebody digitally design that. But because each section, like the plaid and it's 55 by 55. It ain't tiny. I mean, I know it's not huge, but it ain't tiny either. And anyway, it wasn't what I really wanted, which is just a little something to remind you about it. But anyway, okay, let's see. Andrea Sanchez. Andrea, do I have your information? I can find out afterwards, but if not, email me. Y'all email me. It will be so the price is $40 plus shipping. And it's 55 by 55. That includes the bling kit on it, which will bling up the pumpkin and the leaves and stuff. It doesn't include the background bling. So like if you wanted, say, to have an all crystal background, which if I had actually had it produced with all mixed drills, I probably would have made the background all crystal. I can let you know what's needed for that, but that adds more to the cost. So I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, Crashly says she knows.
And as soon as I know, see, if it, because Crashly's being really vague about the theme,
No, I know. Yeah, of course she is. And not only that, she was sitting there at the retreat. Well, do you know of next year's theme? I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know what next year's theme is? You hadn't told me, so how am I supposed to know? She was, oh, I can't tell you. But J Rob saw it too, and she said she didn't know I could make customized ones. I mean, if you make diamond paintings, you can get anything customized. It's just a matter of timing helps me, and depending on it's a really good one. So depending on what it is, so like the Great Lakes retreat, that was dated, right? So I can't. Everyone, well, and also everyone was given that.
right,
So
right.
so because it was, what was that, like 40 by 40? I think it was 40 by 40.
Or something like that. It was close.
Right. So it wasn't real big. It wasn't mixed drills. I made the enhancement kits for those. Remember, I made those bling kits for that, but that people could buy separately. So it depends on how big it is, or, you know, what I can do. Because if they are exclusive and say wording like that, then you know, you don't sell them outside the shop. So I need to sell them all, you know, there.
Right.
Or unless there's a way to make it like this pumpkin. Anybody, you know, anybody could do the pumpkin, and they don't necessarily know it's dated unless I tell them. So it doesn't matter.
No,
So
they
you can,
just, I had zero clue that
right,
said 2022. And I
right.
never would have even thought that it said Jess had you not said, can you see what the pins say? I would have just thought they were just vines, you know.
Yeah, I mean, how did you figure it out, Crashly? What would you just were looking at it and saw it, said that, or what? I honestly thought that the people who bought it knew, but I guess we didn't make some general announcement we should have. I don't know. Oh well. We live and learn, right? So it's okay. It was an additional expense to people there because I couldn't give them away to be in that size. Um so oh, Cheryl told Crashly what it said. Oh, maybe hidden. Okay, gotcha. So nothing with the wording, but something that's hidden, that it could mean something to people at the retreat, but also if there's leftovers or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people,
Okay, Susan. Thank
like
you.
for me, I would have never known that it was dated. The 2020
Right,
wouldn't.
right. And somebody asked, did I create it? No, but I found a person that did digital stuff on Etsy. And I found something similar, and I had her make it to match the theme. And I said, hey, can you make this up here and make the background that, you know, so she worked with me. So that's good. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Thank you, Susan.
Good
Susan.
job. Good
Susan
job.
A sent a message, so that's good. So we'll see how many I have left after tonight. I was going to tell people on either the Facebook group, or I guess I have my live tomorrow night. So, and you're welcome to join me, but it's a late night. Yeah, come on, you're welcome to
That'll
join
be
me.
fun.
Okay. And but maybe I'll mention it then too. I'll count out how many we have left and say, so I can do it on my live and let people, whoever watching, can have access. And hopefully we'll see how many are left. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. And the dragons are ready. Do you remember the dragon I was working on at the retreat?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's done. They came in. We were in the car, had the car started up and leaving, and the UPS drove up early for me, came out of his way. Oh, this, I know it's a really, really poor picture there, but the rainbow dragons, now those are all mixed drills with the crystal background and whatnot. So those are ready, but they're just not on the site yet. But he drove up as we were pulling out and came 5 hours out of, rearranged his schedule to get them to me before we left.
Is he
So
the one that you said you messaged him and was like, "Hey, let's trade numbers so I can"?
yes. So was I on the phone? How did you know? Was I on the
I think
phone with
we
you?
were on a. I think it was your live stream.
Okay, I don't remember, but I saw him coming out the window, and I said, I gotta go. And so I ran and I caught him because he had boxes in his arms. And I'm like, shoot, they're not the right boxes. And I said, okay, I got something scheduled for tomorrow, but I leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I will not get here before 4. You know, we left at 11:30. I said, okay, but you'll be in town. Can I call you wherever you are and just come get one of the boxes, one of the 4 boxes? And he goes, okay. So we did exchange numbers. And that morning he says, okay, I got him. That was like at 9. I'm like, I'll let you know when I'm leaving. And then we got in the car to leave, and he pulled up. So he went out of his route in order to deliver one to me. So we got that. There's more bots. Y'all are popular tonight. Somebody's popular, huh?
Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool though. That is pretty cool that, and it's pretty cool for me too, because my mailman is my brother-in-law, or one of the brother-in-laws. So yeah.
You got perks.
Yeah, I know. But as far as like the UPS and FedEx and DHL and all those, no, I don't know any of them personally.
My guy, you know what he said? Because he was saying, I can't remember why we were talking about this at all. He's pretty chatty, obviously. And he comes here pretty regularly giving me boxes, I guess. I don't know why I brought it up, but he was saying how good that UPS makes. He was telling me how good a job he has and how much money he makes. And I'm like, darn, he made some good money.
They do.
And he said 140,000 a year.
Mhm. I believe that. I believe that UPS they make good money, but you also got to remember in the summertime they're roasting. I mean those trucks.
Y'all should see my packages. We're out down a gravel road, the half-mile gravel road. Y'all wouldn't believe I took pictures of some of the boxes that get delivered. There is dust and dirt sitting on those packages that you could just blow off. You could see the whole dirt on the ground blow off. It's so bad. And they're covered in it every day. They're
Yeah.
covered in it every day. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Going down because we're out in the country. So this guy has all the rural routes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, the dust is bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm guessing Crashly got those this time. Let's see.
Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Crashly.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
There you go.
So yeah, I'll be excited to hop in tomorrow with you.
Yeah. Great. Awesome.
It'd be a late night because you go on at what, 10:30 your time?
10:30 midnight my time, which is 11:30 your time. So yeah,
I'll be away. I'll be away.
Okay. Well, I know it's late. It just late nights. I'm a late night person in general. And I couldn't fit it in the middle of the week and break up my week. It's bad enough. So I gave Miss Coffee courtesy, and I knew there was time. At least I thought I knew there was time available after her.
Yeah.
And so that's what I chose. There is a Sunday afternoon spot in between. I think it's in between Randy and Shay that is potentially available, but we do so many family things on Sunday afternoon that they would be messed up. And so even though it's a better time slot, the Friday nights work well. I mean, I wish it was a little earlier, but they still work so well with my schedule. Right. So people can just watch the replays or whatnot,
Yeah. I know.
How many? Oh, Jenny Rose is here. Hey there, girl.
Hey. How are you? How many grams of a full bag of drills, Teemaw? Neha wants to know.
Well, if you're buying the AB drills, and we're slowly converting the crystals because we haven't had one long, couple weeks to just up all the grams. It's 14 grams now instead of 10. That's true. So it's 14 grams, which is approximately, depending on, we go by weight. So there are 14 grams in there. So you're getting a full 14 grams, not including the bag weight. But it depends, like squares have a little less in the rounds, and it depends on the weight of the item, but you're going to get approximately 3,000 drills in there, approximately. Maybe 2,700, could be more or less, but you're definitely getting 14 grams. So that's how many bags are in there.
So, how does it work for your sparklers?
The sparklers come pre-bagged. They come pre-bagged like this. Yeah, so they're sealed. They're sealed, and they're not resealable. So once they're cut open, you'll need to put them in your own container. Or I'm lazy sometimes, and I just tape them down. But
well, what I do is I cut it all the way across, and then fold it over, right, and then put that bag inside of another Ziploc bag, another baggie that I have. But
so you can do that, or, a lot of people have their own containers. Now, what I'm holding up is Raven, because it has just come in, and charcoal, we sold out of those very, very quickly. And I'll be announcing that those are now back, or at least they should be on the site. Hopefully my daughter put them up, but we have them back in stock. So yay. Thanks, Kel. Appreciate that. And I'm assuming that's Kel who I'm talking to. I never know. Okay. Might be both of them. I don't know.
No, it's usually always just Kel.
Okay.
And that's share the channel name, but Kel's usually it's usually always Kel. I think if Chris comes in under a different, like a name, like her personal account maybe or something.
Gotcha. So Neha says, if I were to email you with the numbers, would you be able to tell me the estimates or even closest replacements of drill? Okay. So what you need to do for that is there is a website, Cody Hoover, CODY Hoover. Cody Hoover is a DMC website. And so let's say you wanted, I don't know, let's say you wanted 498, but it shows all, so you put in 498, but then there's substitutes. And let's say it has a 321 as a substitute. Well, we might not have 498. So you could buy 321 and get away with it, especially if it's like an AB coating or something. Chris with Crafts and Coffee is her name. Thanks, Kel. Okay. So that would be if that's what you mean by that. Otherwise, you're welcome to email me and I can tell you what I can or can't do there. You'll probably do best at guessing how much is, if you do a square inch, use your canvas, do a square inch, how many drills are in square inch. And then that's how I would guesstimate how many, unless you have a canvas that actually tells you. They don't make them a whole lot anymore. But some of the old ones from China would say, this is 5,000 drills or 4,000 drills or something. And that would help a lot. DPwithSPARKLERS.com. DP like diamond painting with sparklers.com.
Oh, yeah. I think she meant the Cody Hoover or whatever.
Sorry. The Cody Hoover. I can't put it in there.
I can do it. Is it CODYHOOVER?
I think so. If you go search for that, it'll pop up. If you say Cody Hoover DMC, it'll pop up. You can copy and paste that. And I'm pretty sure Crashly may just be listening. I don't know. Trying to think who else is she found it. She got it.
Oh, did she get it? Okay.
She said she got it.
Good.
Let's see.
Good. Trying to catch up on some comments.
Yeah, that's true. And Sherry said that's true. That pretty we went over this before. Is it Sherry or Cherry?
Sherry.
No. Sherry.
Yep.
Right? Like Mon Cherie. That's right. Like Mon Cherie. We went over that. That's right. Very good. I can't remember.
Yeah.
They are out late delivering packages. And you're right. They deliver packages up until like 7 o'clock on normal. And then on holidays, they're out until they are delivered. So you're right. Their hours are crazy. So he gets paid well for what he does. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And whenever the holidays start coming in, oh my goodness, they work.
That is true. It's crazy. So thank you, Kel and Crashly. I appreciate that. So there those links are. I appreciate it. And don't forget Jenny's Etsy store. You got
I have I think somebody put it in there earlier. I can't remember.
Okay.
I have
any new stuff?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I've got some stuff. I just need to get it listed. Because the kids, like I said, the kids have been sick this week and I've just not had time to
understand
do anything but watch them and take care of them. And
well, I should get notified. You're one of my favorites.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know that I've got this thing going this year with trays, pins, and cover minders. Yeah, I guess because I got so many. Well, it's not that I don't buy diamond paintings either.
Yeah.
So hey, did you buy any of the Diamond Art Club? They put out, you could get a custom. However many people. How many people were they going to do? Did y'all see that? 10 people could win a custom if you buy something. Now before it was, what was it before a couple weeks ago? Like they were giving out like golden tickets. Was it $100? I think $100 gift cards or something.
I can't remember. It was something like that. Yeah. But no, I haven't bought anything. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I've never had a custom before. So like, I don't know. I think I would have anxiety over ordering a custom.
I've ordered when Diamond Art Club had theirs, the don't let anyone dull your sparkle sign on our site or on the Facebook group. I had that done as a custom from Diamond Art Club.
Pretty.
And of course the sparkle are all in the original sparklers. Yeah. So I love it.
That's cool.
They did a good job. I've never done the Dreamer designs though.
I've never had one, but I've heard. I didn't even know for the longest time that Dreamer Designs did customs. I know for the longest time.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of China, right? But
That's the
This,
only ones that I knew of that did
right,
customs.
right.
But then someone had mentioned Dreamer Designs, and I was like, really? I mean, I
Yeah.
found that out probably a year or so ago, but I was like shocked when I heard it because
And Diamond Dots, if they still do it.
somebody mentioned them too, and I didn't know that either.
But they're very expensive,
Mm, well,
but they're good. I mean, I don't know about their custom thingy, but I know that I love their drills. I love Diamond Dots drills.
yeah, I do too, except for the static.
Um, I heard breathing and helps. Hey, so Kel did a custom for her daughter of a cat. After she passed, she loves it and it's really special. Last I read, if you order anything up until 21st of October, you're entered for a chance. Oh, so again till tomorrow, Tammy, huh? Okay. Um, and I tried that. When I saw that, I tried the Spooky 20. I missed that one. That was off their site, the 20% off, because I hadn't bought anything from them since July. Believe it or not.
Mm.
It's hard for me to believe too, but I hadn't bought anything. And then even with the Spooky 20, I didn't. But
Oh,
when I went to go try to use it this week, the Spooky 20 didn't work anymore.
ah, shoot.
I know it.
Darn it.
They're
Oh,
changing them.
I did get a, what is it that DAC gives you for your birthday in points, like
Points.
$50 or something?
1,500 points, isn't it?
Yeah.
15.
So I think that equals to like $15.
Did you use that?
Not yet. No, I'm saving it.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I determined I was going to wish it, I'm going to remember, and that's I
That was
think that
the
was
last
the
of
day
it.
before the day we left for that retreat. Yeah. So,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
so I
And for
did.
those that were wishing me a happy 40th, did you not? Nobody got it. Because on my thumbnail, I put happy, or no, I put Lordy, Lordy, look who's 40 ish. So people were saying, "Oh, you don't look like you're 40." I'm like, "It's because I'm not 40. I'm 45."
That was your secret code. Is that right? That was your
Yeah,
secret
I'm 45. And yeah,
Who you told? It's supposed to be a secret.
whatever. I've mentioned before how old I was. Age is just a number, right?
That's right. You gotta remember, you gotta remind me that every year. That's right. I know.
I don't know. It's like once you get in your like late 20s, that's for me, my late 20s was when I started forgetting how old I was. I hit like the 27, 28 years old, and then I was like, wait a minute, how old am I? Am I 27 or am I 28? And then I have to start like calculating,
I know. I usually don't remember my age, although lately it's been easier to remember the age, which is not the good time to remember. But anyway, so
Yeah,
Yvonne says,
I just was reading that too.
yeah, she says Craftably is bringing back mystery boxes on the 25th.
Hmm,
I think they did really big ones, like wasn't they like 150, 250? I mean, there was some big old boxes at one point. I
I know.
think so.
Interesting. Very, very
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm guessing you got an email, right, Yvonne? I guess. Or,
See, I don't know. I'm
or,
sure I
Face-
know I'm signed up for their
or
email.
Facebook group. Maybe it's in the Facebook group.
Maybe I
Yeah.
miss a lot of stuff on Facebook. But
I used to try to do all the notifications every day, and it'd take at least an hour in the morning, and I can't do it no more. I do miss some, so people will have to tag me more than once or personally message me or something because I do miss them.
yeah,
I
I do.
do.
I miss a lot of stuff. And I try to go through like it'll say
Yes.
like 42 notifications, and I'll like click on them and then just kind of skim through and see
Right.
what's important or what I
Yeah.
think.
Right.
And so, or unless somebody tags me, or I still even then miss a lot of it.
Yeah. Mike says he saw it on Instagram a little while ago, and they start at $50, Yvonne said.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Wow. Oh,
Well, there's
one thing I wanted to mention before I forget.
yeah.
Me and Teemaw were talking about ideas because I had told her early on that I wanted this to be a fun event that um, people would look forward to
Mhm.
each year. And but I wanted it to be different, something different than the normal, you know, I mean, everybody does events differently, but like all the ones that I've done has been, pretty much the same layout for how they're ran. And so I just wanted it to be something a little bit different. And because I have not been super consistent with uploading like pre-recorded videos and whipping chats and stuff, which I want to, I'm just not promising when that's going to happen. Hopefully soon, because goodness knows I got plenty of stuff to unbox. But um, a lot of the ways that you'll be entering and stuff for the giveaways, at least for my side of the channel, will either be through whipping chats or my weekly live streams. And so, you know, I'm not sure how Teemaw is going to do that. That might be something that we still talk about because we still got what?
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
Not long, actually.
No, not even 2 weeks. We got like
we have 10 days.
11 days.
Y'all tell us then, how are we supposed to do it? I thought about we have the hashtag already. Hashtag nostalgic November 22. We could do some in our group. I could have people post in my group for that. Oh, we also forgot to mention, if people wanted to come on live with us, didn't we talked about that too. So maybe they could say it under, let's say like under this live, for example. After this live is over, they could leave a comment and say they want to be in the next live or something like that. And then we could invite them on as a guest in the next live. And if there's more than one, we could do a drawing or something like that. So if somebody is interested in coming on with us and talk about a few of their memories or something, or maybe even a couple during a time, it depends. So how it goes. So was that something that y'all think y'all would be interested in? Hop on and relive some memories or something with us?
Yeah, we talked about, maybe even having, you share with us why you picked the kit that you picked for
That's
the
right.
event. Talk about just those kinds of things. But I think that it would be fun. Crash so many memories to share.
So we're going to have a caveat. They have to be PG rated memories. Not all your memories, just PG rated memories. Or PG version of your
Right. Oh,
I don't know. We might allow PG-13 maybe. I don't know. It depends.
Well,
I don't know.
13 since it is since they are late night lives, right?
That's right. Yeah, but Crashly's idea, I'm gonna have to be real specific.
Yeah, because she'll take something and just run with it.
Crashly, I don't know. I wouldn't even venture to guess what kind of memories that you might have because I would be afraid to ask.
Oh, I do want to know. Did you twerk?
I still don't know what that is, and I wouldn't let nobody teach. Crashly, no, I didn't, because I still don't know what that is. No,
she didn't teach you a dance.
She didn't.
I thought
it was mentioned once.
Okay.
Why didn't we do it? I think the lady said, don't teach her something. Ah, look who's here. J Rob's here.
Hey,
Teemaw wouldn't let me. Crashly said Teemaw wouldn't let me.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know what twerking was, but those other ladies was like, that's not something Teemaw needs to learn. So, and
I was wondering.
Well, I don't even know what I don't know what it is. I did not learn it. So no.
Oh my God. So funny.
Oh goodness.
Cracks me up. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. And we talked that there was like several people that commented that they wanted to then just leave comments and we'll maybe do a drawing or have a few of you come up. Just depends on time and that kind of thing. So
J Rob, there's no, you don't have to join. It's very laid back. It can be any craft, current or a whip, a new start. No new start is required. Any type of craft you want, just something that brings a memory back to you. Makes you feel nostalgic about something. Very laid back. Jenny's going to be drawing winners from either whip and chats or here on live somehow. We're not sure even how to draw the winners yet. We're not even sure. Probably just random people who've entered. We're using the hashtag nostalgic November 22. So that'll be good on Instagram, and we can look you up there too. And the only thing I know right now is to maybe start announcing something in my group. And so maybe have a weekly post under here, and then I could draw like that, because it's a public post. I don't know. We might do that though for my side in the group. Maybe, I don't know. We might do that.
Okay. But like I said, we still have 11 days to work out the fine tune details, and then but even at that, it's going to be super laid back. There's not a lot to fine tune. Yes.
No, just basically you're just posting whatever it is, but we just need a way to draw a name for something.
Right.
Yeah. June retreat, you'll be teaching her. There's a long time between now and June. There's a long time.
I'll be there for that one. And I wouldn't, I wouldn't mind watching that go down. Just saying.
Are you saying it's something I should learn?
I mean, probably not. But then again,
are you saying Jerry might like it?
Yeah. I think he would.
Then maybe that's something I shouldn't be doing in public then. I don't know. Okay, I'm still looking.
If you have a handful of girls that tries to teach it, that's a little different, but it's not the same as boot, scoot, and boogie.
Okay.
Or nothing like that. So Kel said for our entertainment, yes.
Well, y'all's form of entertainment, I don't know. It's a dance move that we have to learn in order to survive. Jerry, I don't think Jerry knows how to twerk.
I doubt it. He would probably try to.
I can't imagine him knowing what that means.
Before I could see Teemaw trying, but I don't know that. No.
I don't know. Crashes says she's still looking for someone to do the weird DP along with me.
Crashly says hands on your knees and pop your butt out.
I do. We do crisscross, the crisscross with your knees.
Yeah, so. not the crisscross applesauce thing.
Oh, good. I do not want to look that up, Crashly. I really don't. I don't know what
it's like a Beyonce. I mean, Beyonce is like one that, or I don't know, some of those. That's where they started, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
Like her, not J-Lo. Beyonce's like classic move, or one of those girls from back in the day. I can't remember.
So it's not a new move. Do you know who Miley Cyrus is? I've heard.
Was it Miley Cyrus that did that? See,
there you go. I've heard her name. Singer, right? She a dancer too. I don't know.
Crashly, let's do it and call it March Madness.
There you go. Okay. I thought you were gonna. I think it sounds like it's time to call it wraps or something. There, Jenny. Yeah. Is that what it's?
Mary Lou said to make your butt jump. I can't. You guys crack me up.
I can do that on a trampoline.
Right. I mean, all I have to do is walk and my butt jump. So, oh well. All right. So, comment in the comment section after this live stream is over, in the normal comment section. Comment and let us know if you'd be interested in possibly coming on live stream with us one night in November, and just gabbing and just chit chatting about your kit and why you picked it and those kinds of things. So, and then I guess I'll be on with Teemaw tomorrow night. Yep.
That'll be 10:30 to 12 Central Time. Central. Crashly, you better not have sent me nothing.
She says Happy Jude likes to stick his butt out. All babies like to stick their butts out whenever they have to toot. When they got a toot or poopy or something, they.
She did send me things.
Oh Lord, did she send you a video of somebody?
They're comic characters doing it, and a doggy. I like the doggy.
Oh, there's the one girl that's got black short hair and glasses that does that's the comic one. Yeah.
Yes, that's what she sent me.
Yeah, it's funny. I like her. That's me twerking. But I ain't great at it, so.
Oh, help me.
But, hey, if you do it, I'll do it. That's all I know. In June.
We wouldn't know what's going to happen between now and June. I can't make a commitment that far in advance.
Hey, you're committing to even going.
Well, maybe we're just signing up. You don't know what's going to happen between now and then.
Well, if the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. Right?
Oh, goodness. Jerry's like, we won the lottery. I'm like, yes, we did. It was just that we're not pulling that trailer again. That, that was too much.
Didn't you say you didn't do it this time? You didn't?
No, we didn't. No. And there was 8 tables there for me to fill. 8 tables. I'm like, I don't have that much stuff, but I pulled out all the diamond paintings and opened them up on 4 of them. So it worked out just fine. And
that would be fun, Jen. Sorry, I just interrupted you. We can do a line dance, and the rule is with every step you gotta twerk too. That would be fun to watch.
Well, you can't watch it if you're doing it, but
no,
I can
for other people to watch, and then somebody record it. That would be funny.
So I can watch and be the judge or recorder.
Well, you have to teach us the line dance first. And then, we'll have Crashly come in behind you after you teach us the line dance. And then Crashly can teach us how to do that line dance and add the twerk to it.
Oh, I see.
Teemaw got the whole back of the retreat building.
This time there wasn't a lot of people. They put us on pretty late Saturday night, so we didn't have as big of a crowd as last year. Last year there was a pretty big crowd, but this year they were pretty busy because someone else was also teaching some cross stitch at the same time. Asked Tiffany to help. Now, did she apply? Because she said she was gonna. She said she wasn't taking summer classes, that she would apply, but I don't remember if she did apply. So we'll see. Tiffy would do it. She went dancing last night. She goes dancing every Wednesday night too. I just go Monday nights to line dance. Then the old people. We're the young people at the old people's place. I mean, we've brought kids, and so now there's a lot of young folks coming with, that weren't there before. But this club has been there for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So
we had a dance bar in here where I live like I'm talking about like in the 90s,
Huh.
And it was there for a good long time, and it was like the thing. Everybody would go there like on one of the weekend, like either a Friday night or a Saturday night, and then they would have other things for different people throughout the week, or like the older people, like the old people.
Uh-huh.
And then, they moved it to a different building, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. I think that one of the owners passed away or something, and then they never kept it up. So
that's sad, because that sounds like a fun thing to have a dance barn and stuff. That sounds fun.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, you girls, y'all stop it. Tiffany, isn't it?
Well, Teemaw she don't look like no grandma. I know it.
This year yet.
Well, before we go, I want all of my workers and lurkers, all of y'all that are working and lurking, to just drop an emoji in the chat. Let us know that you're here. I love to do that. I like to see all the workers.
I've heard that before, maybe from you. I don't know. What does it do? Just shows you who's here.
Yeah, just like the people that are, because like me, if I'm listening to a live stream and I'm really wanting to diamond paint, or I'm cleaning house and I have my headphones on, but my phone's not near me, so I can't type in the chat.
Gotcha.
I'll run and get see, there's Linda Bain. Hello.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Linda earlier. I hadn't seen her in here, so there you go.
There's Marie Casey. Hello, Sherry.
Yes, Sherry.
Just let you know that they're there listening, even though they're not participating in the chat.
Look, he put replay for you already. Brenda. Hey, Brenda.
Hey,
Mama.
Brenda.
I hadn't seen her. There's Angela. I hadn't seen Brenda in here earlier either.
Yeah.
Oh, Marie. There's Marie.
Oh, there's Mickey Joe. Mickey Joe's been listening, see?
Mickey Joe! I need some more stories. Yeah, I see Crashly.
Oh.
The question is, how would you even know to do that? Oh, there's Terry. I hadn't seen Terry. Then Cynthia.
Hey, Terry. Cynthia. I don't see Cynthia.
She just posted.
Oh, there she is. I see her. Hey, Cynthia.
Catch him again, Crashly. Crashly, they saw what you put in there. That's what's happening.
Yep. Crashly, kick them out of here. Kick them out.
There you go.
I can't do it from StreamYard, I don't think.
You have to be over there on YouTube, I think. So, yeah. And don't forget to give Jenny a thumbs up.
Thank
you. If you haven't yet. Okay, Ashley's got to go.
All right. Get out of here, hobo, she said.
Oh, she said they got to go. Gotcha. Oh, goodness. Mickey Joe, I can't wait to stay up late and talking with you. And I'll make sure to keep the hand sanitizer far away from you and separated from anything else you may need. So we'll do that.
You talking to me or Mickey Joe?
Mickey Joe, I told her I'd keep that hand sanitizer, separate from her so she don't have to get it mixed up with nothing else or, nothing like that.
And Mickey Joe, I will have you know that this woman here beside me on this live stream, she said, "Bah, I love you." But this woman over here told that peanut butter sandwich story on her live stream with like 100 people in it a few weeks ago. And I was like, no, she didn't. No, she did not just do that.
Hey, that was better than the hand sanitizer story, right? Mm-hmm. Peanut butter and jelly. That was hilarious.
I haven't even told that story on my own channel.
Well, now you got a kickstart. There you go. Now everybody's wondering about it. You should finish up with telling your story. Go on, finish up.
Tell it tonight. We won't tell it tonight.
Well, why not? You got everybody's interest piqued. You should tell it as you end your story.
So, okay. The story goes, I came home from school one day, and my big sister, Mickey Joe, was making a peanut butter sandwich in the kitchen. And Mickey Joe just happens to spread some peanut butter on a piece of bread. And then some jelly on a piece of bread and puts the sandwich together. And then my big sister, Mickey Joe, takes a butter knife and cuts that sandwich in half and throws one half of it in the trash can. And I said, Mickey Joe, what are you doing? And she said, well, I only wanted half a peanut butter sandwich.
Uh-oh. I see.
I said,
I
said, well, why didn't you just use one piece of bread, Mickey Joe? And Mickey said, I didn't think of that. That's how that story went.
Is it now? Because I know that anybody in your house better be backing up now because there's lightning about to be hitting your place. Don't you think, Mickey Joe? She better be. You're going to see it. Don't y'all
watch it? Because otherwise Mickey will be telling the the Germex story on me, like it was me that did it.
Oh, yeah, you better watch out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I lied. The whole Mickey Joe thing was me. I don't remember it the way she tells it, but that's the way she tells the story. I don't necessarily remember it happening that way. The way I remembered it was that I was smart enough back then to know how to make a half a peanut butter sandwich. My God, I'd done it before. It wasn't like, I mean, it
What?
wasn't the very first time I'd ever eaten a half a peanut butter sandwich. So why?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you thrown away half of peanut butter sandwiches before that she taught
No,
you?
no.
Okay. So
And so that's why I think what really happened was I probably pulled out 2 pieces of bread and either cut them in half and there was like something wrong with one of the half sides, or like, and it was like yuck here and I threw it out, or I could see me maybe being like, I don't want a whole sandwich and I've already got 2 pieces out and throw one away. I don't know, but I don't think it happened the way she likes to tell the story. I'm just
oh,
saying.
okay.
I
Because
might
I
be
can't
dumb.
imagine you. Why wouldn't you just save it for later? The other
Who wants
half.
a
Why?
stale piece of bread for later?
I mean, save the other half of the PBJ, for later. I don't know.
I don't either. I don't
Mickey
either.
Mickey Joe's story's better.
She's really
She's
spinning this
really
story
spinning
now.
it now. You
Mm,
just
mm.
oh, goodness.
Brenda, if there's more to the story, I don't remember. I'm 45 now, okay? I was a teenager. This was, and she's watched. Now, Mickey's going to say, no, you wouldn't. You was married and had children. That would be a lie because I was not married, nor did I have children at that time. I was in school, young, okay?
Kel's like, couldn't you have asked someone else if they wanted the half? Couldn't you left it for somebody else? Why
That's
throw away
what I'm saying. I don't think it happened that way. I really believe that it would have been more likely
That's right.
that I would have pulled out 2 pieces of bread, been like, I only want half of one, and but even then I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, hey, honestly, you might have been thinking about something else, and that's much better than going to jail story like Mickey Joe has. So hey, that's still, I mean, wouldn't you rather throw away half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich than go to jail? So hey, that's better.
Well, uh, Mickey's got some good jail stories. I know that.
Oh goodness. Mickey Joe, maybe you should come on part of our nostalgic November and tell us some of what your memories are.
No, 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 no.
You were married and you were going outside to get empty cups because you were afraid they freeze.
They were glass. They were glass. Okay. They were glass. Now, granted, they didn't have anything liquid in them, but I do remember asking somebody, "Oh my God, I got empty glasses, like drinking glasses, out in the car." Like it was like a 12 count thing I got from this, like the Walmart or Target or somewhere, and they were, tall drinking glasses, and I wondered if they would freeze and bust because it was below freezing. And Dad's like,
Because
"Oh,
they
I
because
know
they
you put
just
in money."
because
I'm
they
telling
couldn't
you
be
all.
because they can't be the same type of glass as the windows or the car windows or anything like that, right?
Well, I mean, I just, I wanted people to know that they were drinking glasses, and so there wouldn't be there, then, but they didn't have liquid in them.
Okay.
The glasses break if they were frozen. Crashly says.
Crashly would have
I don't know. I would have thought the same thing. See, now I feel better.
No. See, Brenda says she's getting
Brenda's
whiplash,
glass.
shaking her head. Brenda, you ain't heard nothing. These girls, they can talk. Mickey Joe, she'll tell one last story 100 times. I tell you what.
Well, we set up till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning that
Yeah,
night.
it was long. It was long. Okay, Crashly. What you gotta say? What you gotta say, Crashly? It's time for Crashly to tell me something.
What's she gonna tell us?
My alarm kept going off at the retreat. She says, "Take your
Oh,
medicine.
medicine.
Teemaw, take your medicine. Your alarm's going off. Take your medicine." Well, I'd leave my phone at the table and then go be helping people or doing whatever, so that alarm would go off during certain times. And anyway, right now,
Don't do it now or you'll forget.
I do. I
Yeah, I'm
do.
the same way. I have thyroid medicine I have to take first thing in the morning before I
Yep.
can have coffee. And then I have anxiety medicine that I take late at night before I even go to bed.
Hmm.
And it's like if the day gets out, like the last 3 days, I've been staying up late because I don't want Jolie to sleep. Like I've been staying up all night to watch her because she's been having the fever all week. So been watching her like crazy just to make sure she don't flop another seizure. And
Yeah.
so
Sick babies are
I
fun.
keep forgetting to take my medicine, and so then I get off track because the whole time is weird,
I know it. Now, staying up all night, I did fairly well. Like, I'd put this off for a couple hours, but I still went, even though I stayed up all night, and I went and took the medicine. It might have been a little late, but anyway. Oh, Darcy. Hey, Darcy. I hadn't seen your name here tonight. But she takes levothyroxine. Now, I take compounded for thyroid.
Well, what I take is called Nature Throid or NP Thyroid. It's compounded too.
I used to take that. But yeah, I take that, and now I do it twice a day. So I do it morning and at noon. So she was hearing a lot of those alarms.
Goodness, Crashly, for real?
What?
She said she had a seizure at TGI Fridays the other day.
Really? For real? Since the retreat? Huh. There were other people's alarms going off that sounded like mine too. That's true. People's alarms were going off. Yeah. So mine are mostly hormones, thyroid hormones. That's what mine are.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I just came back to life being surrounded by strangers. Are you serious?
Oh, no.
Like you passed out or you had a legit seizure? Crash.
Yikes. And is that your first one or what?
Yeah.
You had them before, or which means can you drive, or I don't know.
All the questions.
I know.
I didn't know.
She said she has epilepsy.
I did not know that you have epilepsy, Crashly.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
No, I didn't either. Maybe you should be taking the medicine.
They're coming and then I go hide.
Wait. What? Let's see. You had one at the retreat. You just know when they're coming and then you go hide. Definitely not. Okay, definitely wasn't the first one, and she has them. So, wow. Like, did you have a pass out one at the retreat? Or do you just feel some and some are just mild? So I've heard people say in the past, like they start smelling or tasting something before they come on. Is that true?
Wow. I've heard that too. But the ones that Jolie, my baby, has had, hers are all fever related. They're called febrile seizures, and they were brought on by fevers.
Yeah. They're tiny ones where I space out and lose time.
I've heard of that happening. I taste metal and her ears ring. Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
But yeah, I didn't know that either, Crashly. Did not know that. It's weird how the body works, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, No, I did not know that, Crashly. She said y'all didn't know that? No, I
No?
had no idea. No idea. First time I'd ever heard of it.
Wow. Darcy says a friend has him at night while he sleeps, and I have a grandchild with the, like you just said, with the high fever ones, he's had them. But anyway.
It's scary. I'll tell you that much. It's scary. She's had 2. It's happened 2 times. And, this last time when she got sick this past week, we've been doing nonstop, like Tylenol and ibuprofen back to back to back to back. And I hate to do that. Like, I'm more of the kind that, like, just let it ride out,
Right,
future
yeah.
take and forth. But when she started doing the seizures, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
thanks, Brenda. Thanks. Yeah, it was scary, Crashly. Scary, 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 scary. And it wasn't just like dazed and confused look. Hers was like literally full on shaking and eyes open, but nothing. It was so scary.
Mm.
Oh, I do remember you talking about the horse, but I didn't know that you had issues from that since then.
Mm. I'll have to tell Jerry that's why I won't ride a horse anymore. At least I got a
Good reason.
yeah, possible head injuries, honey. We can't do that now. Mm-mm.
I do remember her telling the story. I don't have the full blown shaking ones.
Okay.
I have epilepsy also, and with mine, I don't know when they're coming. They're called Teemaw.
Teemaw instead of grandma, I guess.
Teemaw
The
seizures.
smaller ones.
Yeah, I've heard of the grand mal seizures, but I've never heard of this one.
Well, that would not be a fun condition to have, that's for sure.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Mm-mm. Oh, she says those are the scary ones. Ooh, I'd have to look that up and see what those are. Oh, so hers starts with the migraine. That's what Cherie says. Cherie. Mon chéri. Yep.
That would be terrifying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I know with the febrile seizures, they say that most of the time, kids outgrow them by the time they're like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's only 3, so
right.
a long ways away. So,
yeah.
Mrs.
Hopefully she will.
Yeah, she has them too.
Yeah. Hopefully they will grow out of them when they're little like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super scary. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know I think that there's sometimes the brain works to short wire sometimes whenever it's not able to tolerate certain things, and I don't know. Wait a minute. Orange, stop breathing and turn blue, and then I would get a headache.
Crashly's falling asleep now. Oh, there's chaotic.
Hey, Vanessa. Oh, you just got home from your craft group. She has craft group on Thursday nights.
Well, how fun is that?
I know, right?
That sounds like fun.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yep, still on. I'm on past my time, but I got Miss Beautiful Teemaw here, and we've been just gabbing.
Oh,
more, but I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to hop out of here because
yeah, we're both yawning. Sleep. We need sleep, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get any tonight. I'm gonna probably stay awake a while, make sure she's good. Even though she's been fever free all day and night, to my knowledge tonight, because since I've been in here, I haven't checked her, but she's with her dad.
Right.
And then Eli, he was running a pretty low grade fever earlier today, but he's just not felt good. So, yeah, I'm just ready for it to be gone. Be gone, be gone, be gone. So
that's right.
Gone. But thanks guys for popping in, and thank you, Teemaw, for joining me tonight. I had fun. It's always
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to our weekly chats.
Oh, me too. We're gonna have to come up with some. I don't know. Maybe we can come up with a couple of fun games that we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Games are fun.
We need Mickey Joe on one night. Mickey Joe, we need to pencil you in there.
Yeah, I told Teemaw when we talked last. So she was saying something about having Mickey come on, and I told her, I said, "Well, I've asked Mickey like a few times, and every time, what did I tell you?" She said, "Teemaw."
No.
She was shy or backwards about coming on.
I can't imagine Mickey Joe shy about anything, really.
No.
Okay.
It makes her nervous or something. But
yeah. Darcy's saying goodnight, and Mary Lou's saying she's glad you liked her card.
Oh, I did, Mary Lou. It's super cute. I'm going to share it whenever I can. Maybe next week, whenever I come on, I'll make sure and put it in here where I'm do my live stream so I don't miss it.
That's thoughtful. All right. Night, Crashly. We love you. Yeah. Mickey Joe, I am weird. Well, hey, we're in agreement on something.
Everybody's a little weird.
She didn't qualify that with little or what.
It depends. Sometimes I'm a lot weird, but I guess it depends on the day.
Well, wasn't Mickey Joe your older sister? So you had to follow in her footsteps. I can't. Yeah, you had a lot of teaching there, huh?
Mm-hmm. She taught me well.
Night, Mary Lou. We'll see y'all later.
Get a good night's sleep, Mary Lou. But yeah, I think we'll go for the night, and I guess see you tomorrow night.
That's right. Tomorrow night, 10:30 Central Time, over on DP with Sparklers. We'll see y'all there. Yes.
Yeah. I've got her channel. I know everybody's linked her shop.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure that if you missed it, in the description box below this video is a link that's got Teemaw's YouTube link and her shop link. So if it's not in the chat and you need to find her YouTube channel, it's in the description box below. So
thank you. I need to get better about doing those. My goodness, you got a long one. I need to get better about doing those descriptions better. I'm learning.
Use the same one all the time. I copy and paste like the general one, and then I always switch up the top part of it, like about what the video's about or whatever. So
okay. All right.
Well, thanks for coming on, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Moderator, thanks for all the work you did tonight. Thanks for kicking those pervy pervs out, and those robotic bots out. And
that's right.
Thanks for linking all the links. You guys, moderators, are amazing.
They are. Kel's great.
Yeah, Kel is. Kel. Yeah. So my moderators I've got a lot in here that pop in, but the ones that do the work are Kel, Cynthia Boojak, Randy is really good. Naomi has done it on occasion. Trying to think.
Crashly was in there.
Yeah, but Crashly's not usually a mod. She don't usually mod a lot in here. But the one like Kel and Randy and Cynthia, and Naomi from time to time. Chris Colassa, he does too.
Oh yeah, he was on at the beginning.
Yeah, Chris Colassa does a lot.
And Randy too. She goes to bed earlier, so that's good to have different people who can cover both sides of it too, though. You know.
Yeah. And there's no I don't ask them to do it; they just do it. You know, I mean, they're good at it. They're just really good at it. So, but good night, Debbie W. It was good to see you in here too. I've missed you.
Who is Debbie W? I need to know. Hopefully, she emailed me.
Debbie W, make sure to email Tima or Tima.
Yeah.
Debbie's, I don't know, Debbie's been around for a good long while. We love Debbie W.
I probably know her, but you know, when people have the different handles, it's hard to know who they are.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well,
whoo, I'm yawning. It's time to go. My medicine's calling me.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming, you guys. I will see you all tomorrow night, Mrs. Coffee's and Abigail's. If Abigail's live tomorrow, I'll see you over there then. And then late tomorrow night, I'll see you over there in Teemaw. So you guys have a good night. Hit the thumbs up before you leave. Love
That's
you
right.
guys. Love
Bye
you,
now.
Teemaw.
You
Bye,
too.
everybody.
Bye.